Outreach Ministries International Broadcast. We're glad you're joining us today. On our program, you will experience expository teaching, Bible study, counseling and prayers, community events, advice, column, because you with God's blessings. Welcome to Hope Outreach. You will be glad to be. Welcome to New Hope Outreach.
Welcoming everyone to New Hope Outreach Ministries International, based in Lagos, Nigeria. I remain your convener and anchor of Blessed Hour, a broadcast of New Hope Outreach Ministries International. And I want to let you know I remain your friend, your anchor, Apostle Ambassador John Ahoma Oniri, and it's Blessed Hour again this beautiful Saturday morning here in Lagos, Nigeria. And as we do it, please, this is time for you to be blessed, and this is another time, also time for you to invite your friends, invite your families to be part of this blessing. I want to take time to thank everyone that participated in the just concluded teachings of marriage and conflict. Your contributions meant so much to me, and I believe it has been a blessing to many others too. Please, the best thing you can do is to share this live broadcast. Share it, please, so that others will benefit, will be blessed from what you are blessed with. Please, don't forget to do that. This week, we shall be starting another series of teachings. And these teachings for this time is centered on leadership. It's centered on leadership. By the grace of God, within the few weeks, we shall be diving into leadership. We'll look at the skills, the type of leadership. We're going to look at the type of leadership, the do's and don'ts of a leader, and the characteristics of a leader. We'll dive and we'll explore all these aspects of leadership. So please, it's going to be a moment that you shouldn't miss out on this series of leadership teaching. And we titled the teaching, the theme is Unleashing Leadership Potentials. Unleashing Leadership Potentials. Please, this is not a teaching that you should miss. If you are a pastor, an apostle, an evangelist, a teacher, a prophet, a deacon, any aspect of office, you are a CEO, you are whatever, you are a leader, you are leading a group of people, a department, no matter the place, this teachings is for you. These teachings is for you. Don't miss out on these teachings. And if you want to help someone there to be a good leader, please share this broadcast. Let it go viral to everyone. And as you do that, the Lord will surely continue to bless you abundantly in the mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ. And if you are watching, if you are following live, please indicate so I can celebrate you as usual. So I can celebrate you. Please do that. Yeah, unleashing leadership potentials. I'll start by giving us definition of leadership, of what is leadership. Leadership is the process of influencing, guiding, and inspiring individuals or teams to achieve a shared vision, goal, or objectives. It involves setting directions, building trust, and empowering others to work towards a common purpose. I'll take that again. Leadership is the process of influencing. If you must be a leader, you should be able to have the power to influence your teamwork or your team members or your followers. You should be able to have that charisma. You should be able to have that quality. You should be able to possess that character to influence. You should be able to be a good guide. You should be able to inspire every individuals or teams to achieve a shared vision. As a leader, you have a vision. You have a vision. Be it organization, be it private institution, be it whatever, being the leader as the head of that institution or as the visionary, as the case may be, you have this responsibility. It is your responsibility to share that vision, to share the vision, to share the goals and objectives, the mission, everything about the vision as conceived by you, the leader. It is your sole responsibility to share that vision. It is your sole responsibility to direct, to build trust. You must be able to build trust in your leadership. That's one of the leadership skills. We shall talk about that when we go to there. You should be able to build trust among your team, among your followers. You should be able to build that trust and empower. You should also be able to have the capacity to empower every others. You should have that capability to achieve that, to do that. So with time, as time goes on, we shall be exploring all these things and let us know how we can achieve this vision, how we can achieve. The aim of this teaching is to make you that outstanding and excellent leader. That is what we are aiming at. Don't forget, New Hope Outreach Ministries, all we are out here to do is to bring hope and change life. So this series of teachings is to bring you hope and change your leadership lifestyle. Don't forget, we have bad leaders and we have good leaders. The aim of this teaching is to strive to energize you to become that good leader. To become that good leader. That is what this series of teachings on leadership is aimed at. That is our target, making you an excellent leader. So that is the definition of, that is what is leadership. Leadership is not all about self. Leadership is not all about me. It's not all about I. Leadership entails so many things, and with time we shall explore all this about leadership. It could take us several weeks to achieve this, but we're gonna do it because we want to give someone a hope and change someone's life in the leadership system. The problem most of people have is leaders. Leadership. That is the one thing that when you have a good leadership style, or you have a good leader in department as the head, then things will go fine. Visions will go as conceived. Values will be respected. And all these things will be, then the atmosphere will be smooth, will be conducive to operate by every individual. So we're going on. So that is what is leadership. So leadership is all about a process. It's about a process of influencing, guiding, and inspiring individuals or teams to achieve a shared vision, goal, or the objective. It involves setting directions, building trust, and empowering others to work towards a common purpose. Don't forget it. It's working towards a common purpose. That should be at the back of your mind as a leader. We are all team members, and teamwork is one of the things that should be, that should be at the back of your mind all the time. We are a team. We are not individual. We are team. Let it understand that you are leading a team. Okay? Please, leaders, understand this, that you are leading an individual. They choose to follow you. So you are not leading yourself. You are leading people. So, and the purpose of this is to achieve a common purpose. That is the aim of it. That is what Apostle Paul said. If he plants and Apollos another waters, it doesn't matter. What matters, it is not he that planted it, or nor he that watered it, but the purpose of the planting and watering is for the seed to germinate, to grow. That should be the mindset of leader. Your focus should be growth as a leader. We shall exploit all this as the time goes on. Now, but this week, I just want to give us types of leadership. I want us to know the types of leadership. And after this, you will know the type who is leading you, the style of his leadership, or your own style of leadership. After this, you will be able to, to design, or you'll be able to determine the type of leader you are. Then you can still have the time to readjust your leadership style. If your leadership style is, after listening to these teachings and your leadership style is not commendable, please, you have the right to change that leadership style. So we shall be talking about types of leadership. Number 1, autocratic leadership. Autocratic leadership. Please permit me to be a little bit fast because of the time. Autocratic leadership. This is a leadership style where the leader makes decisions without input from others. Autocratic leadership. The leader alone takes decision. The input of other followers or other team members is not welcome. That is autocratic leadership style or system. Let us see the characteristics of this type of leadership system, autocratic leadership system or style. What's the characteristics? Centralized power. It centralized the power. It's dictatorial. It's dictatorial style. Once he said this is it, everybody must follow it. Either you like it or not, you must comply and follow it. And you don't ask questions. You don't ask questions. Your questions are not entertained. You don't ask questions. You must to follow it because the leader has spoken. And controlling. That's the characteristics of autocratic leadership style. It is centralized power, it is dictatorial, and it is controlling. That is the characteristics of autocratic leadership style. Let us look at the advantage of this autocratic leadership style. Advantages. It can stifle creativity. Demotivate team members. That's the disadvantage. If you are operating in this leadership style, just know that you are demotivating your team members. You demotivate them, and there will be no room for creativity because it is all about your decision that must be followed. So there is no room for creativities, and there is it will end up demotivating team members. Disadvantages. That's disadvantages. What are the advantages? Advantages of this autocratic, there's nothing with advantage that doesn't have disadvantage. So we'll be looking at the characteristics of each of the leadership styles, and we'll look at the advantage and disadvantage. So, advantage of autocratic leadership style is quick decision making and clear direction. It enables quick decision making. So there's no time to call for a meeting, there's no time to call for this members committee, to call for all this. Then we'll sit down together and make decisions and then come up with a final thought or final decision. No, there's no room for that in autocratic. So the advantage of it is that it enables quick decision. The leader just thought of this and finally he just come up with a decision, and that is the end of it. Everybody complies to it. Whether it's good or not, everybody complies to it. Whether you want it or not, you comply to it. So that is the advantage of autocratic leadership style. It enables quick decision making and clear direction. Biblical examples. King Saul's leadership. And you get that in 1 Samuel chapter 13 from verse 8 to 14. Please, I will not be able to be reading out the Bible verses, but jot them down as you listen. Then at your own time, you just go through it and you understand what we're talking. And I will be giving us the biblical support to every of leadership styles that we'll be discussing here. We'll be giving us the biblical support, even though it is one verses. Now, 2. Don't forget, biblical example, King Saul's leadership. 1 Samuel chapter 13, verse 8 to 14. 2. Leadership type. Democratic leadership. Democratic leadership. Democratic leadership is a leadership style that involves team members in decision making. You can see the difference between democratic leadership style and autocratic leadership style. Autocratic don't involve the team members, but democratic leadership styles involves team members in decision making. You cannot just take a decision as a leader just because you are the leader. No. You consult some team members, you consult your committee, you consult your counselors, you consult your elders, you consult your deacons as in church setting, you consult other departmental heads. You consult other departmental heads before a decision is finalized and then being executed. That is the democratic leadership system. Now, what is the characteristics of democratic leadership style? The characteristic is that it enables collaborative. It enables other team members to collaborate. Everybody collaborates with the team, with the vision. Everybody is participating. It gives participative. It allows participative opportunity and inclusive. It enables inclusion of other members to bring out their ideas, to give out their ideas. It allows that. That is democratic leadership system. So he that practices this type of system will always allow other team members to contribute in every situation, in every decision making. He doesn't just take decision on his own because he's the leader, because he's the visionary. No, he doesn't just take that decision. He allows every other members to have input in decision making and then come with a conclusive decision that will be executed among the members or the followers. Susan Tamayo, I celebrate you. Thank you for being part of this broadcast live. Please share this broadcast at the end of it. God bless you. What is the advantage of democratic leadership style? It can be slow. Disadvantage, it can be slow, indecisive. It can be slow because before you gather other members to take a decision, to table, to sit together and they reason together to come up with a decision, this could take a little bit time. It could slow down the process of decision making in the organization or the establishment. It could slow it down. All right? And it's also indecisive. That is the disadvantage. Now let us quickly look at the advantages of democratic leadership style. It encourages creativity, builds trust, and motivates team members. That is the advantage of democratic leadership style. One, it encourages creativity, builds trust, and motivates team members. When you practice, when your leadership style is democratic system or democratic style of leadership, all you do is that you are encouraging creativity in that organization, in that establishment. You are encouraging creativity to be in place, because every member or every team members have their own idea to contribute to the growth of the organization establishment. That is what you encourage, creativity, and then you build trust among team members and on yourself as the leader. You build trust. You build trust. That is what it is. And again, it gives room for motivation. Every members are motivated to be part of the organization or the system. Every team members want to be there, but because they are motivated to exploit or have an input in the organization. So that is a motivation. Okay, I want to run fast because of time. And the biblical example is Moses' delegation of tasks. Exodus chapter 18, verse 13 to 27. Exodus chapter 18 from verse 13 to 27. So that is an example of democratic leadership system. Sheriff Omotosho, you are welcome. I celebrate you. Thank you for being part of this live show. Please share this as a gift to someone after the broadcast. Share it on your social handle. Thank you for being part of this. God bless you. Now, number 3 leadership style I want to talk about here is what is called the laissez-faire leadership. The laissez-faire leadership style. This is a leadership style that has been not the leader. So he gives the other team members the ample opportunity to always make the decision. So he is not the decision maker, but the team members will make the decision. You understand? So that gives is a leadership style that gives team members freedom to make decisions. Not him, the leader, that makes decisions, but this leader allows the members to make decisions. Okay? Characteristics of laissez-faire leadership style. Hands off. The leader hands off decision making. That is one of the characteristics. Delegatives. The leader put up delegate and allow the delegate to come up with a decision, and minimal guardians. The leader will just have a minimal input or guardians on the decision making. Advantages. Encourages autonomy, innovation, and growth. When a leader adopts this style of leadership, the laissez-faire leadership style, it encourages motivation, autonomy, and growth in that organization. Disadvantage can lead to lack of direction, confusion. Yes, this is what the disadvantage of the laissez-faire leadership style. It can lead to lack of direction. It could make the leader lost his direction. And it can also create confusion in the organization. Biblical example. Jesus' approach to the apostles, Matthew 10, 1-4. Leadership style number 4. Transformational leadership. Transformational leadership. This is a leadership style that inspires and motivates team members to achieve a shared vision. When you are a transformative leader, when you operate in transformational leadership style, what you do is that is a leadership style that inspires and motivates team members to achieve a shared vision. The leader himself is a motivator. The leader himself, is inspiring. He knows his onions. He has what it takes to move the organization or to move the team members or followers in achieving that vision. He knows the vision in and out. He operates in the vision. He communicates the vision. He allows participation. He directs and he builds trust. That is a transformative leader. So that is what we call the transformational leadership style. Characteristics. Charismatic. This leader is a charisma. He has the charisma. He has the energy. He has the wisdom. He has the understanding. He is charismatic in nature. He is inspirational. And he is a visionary. So a transformative leadership possesses these characteristics. He's charismatic, he's inspirational, and he's a visionary person. Advantages of transformational leadership style. It encourages innovation, builds loyalty, and drives change. A transformational leader is a person, is a game changer. Always a game changer, always on top. That's a transformational leadership person. A transformative leader is always on top of situations. He's a game changer. Anytime, anywhere, in any situation, he is a game changer. That is what makes him a transformative leader. Disadvantages of transformational leadership can be intense. Yes, it can be intense on the leader because he is everywhere. He oversees everything. He makes sure that things are done the way it's supposed to be. He doesn't leave his responsibility for others to perform. He makes sure he performs his responsibility, and not that he performs his responsibility. He makes sure that other team members perform their responsibility for common purpose, to achieve common purpose. He does not only base work on his own responsibility to make sure that his responsibility is well done. He also makes sure that every other team members, leaders, fulfill their obligation in their mandate. Disadvantages can be intense on him. It can be demanding. It demands his time. It demands his everything. So it's demanding. It is intense and it is demanding. Biblical example. Nehemiah's leadership in rebuilding Jerusalem's wall. Nehemiah chapter 2 verse 6. Number 5. I want to run fast. I'm trying to run fast because of our time. Please just bear with me. Number 5, leadership style. Servant leadership. Servant leadership. This is a leadership style that prioritizes serving others and building relationships. That's what this does. This type of leadership prioritizes serving others and building relationships. That's the servant leadership style. What are the characteristics? Selfless, empathetic, and supportive. A leader that practices servant leadership style is selfless. He has the empathy. He's empathetic and supportive. What are the advantages? It builds trust, fosters collaboration, and promotes growth in the organization or the establishment. When you are a servant leadership, when you operate on this type of leadership, the servant leadership style, what you do is that you are it's not all about who you are. It's selfless. Just note that. So the person doesn't proud himself as the leader. He's selfless. Advantages: build trust, fosters collaboration, and promote growth. Disadvantages: can be challenging to balance serving others with achieving goals. That's the disadvantages. The advantage is that it can be challenging to balance serving others with achieving goals. You see, when you want to be a servant, you want to serve this person, you don't want this person to be offended, you don't want this person to think bad about you, you want to be all good, Mr., Mrs., all good to everyone. No, that could pose a challenge in balancing serving them and achieving the goals. That's disadvantage. Now let us look at biblical example. Jesus teaching on servant leadership. Mark chapter 10, verse 42 to 45. Number 6, leadership type. Transactional leadership. Transactional leadership. This is a leadership style that focuses on exchanging rewards and punishment for performance. That's why we have the type of leaders that believe in hire and fire. Hire and fire, hire and fire. Transactional leadership. A leadership style that focuses on exchanging rewards and punishment for performance. Characteristics: focused on tasks, rewards, and discipline. Advantages: can drive performance, clarify expectations. That's the advantages. When a leader practices or indulges in this transactional leadership style, the advantage is that it can drive performance, clarify expectations. That's advantages. Now let us look at the disadvantages. Can be transactional, lacking inspiration. It can lead you to lack inspiration, and it makes that leadership a transactional type of leadership. That's the disadvantages. Biblical example: the Pharisees focus on rules and regulations. Matthew 23. Matthew 23. So these are types of leadership we'll be discussing on this teaching today. These leadership styles are not mutually inclusive and effective. Leaders often blend elements from multiple styles to achieve their goals. What am I saying here? You can multiple your choice or style of leadership. You can multiple it. You may not just be one. You can choose transformative, combine it with servanthood and democratic. You can choose. You can multipleize the leadership style you want to operate with or you wish to use. You can do that. So it's not mandatory to just use one style. You can add more leadership style. You can select out of the leadership style to make you more effective in your leadership style. So you can do that. You can do that. You can do that. So it is allowed. You can choose multiple leadership styles or types that you can operate to make you an excellent leader. Don't forget, what we're striving at this in New Hope Outreach Ministries is to give you hope and is to bring you hope and change your life. Listen to me, somebody out there. When you are a good leader, you have good followers. When you are a bad leader, you're going to have a bad followers. You may have good followers, but because your leadership style is bad, you will demotivate them. They will be demoralized. So your leadership style has to be unique. Your leadership style has to be excellent. And that's what we're driving at, bringing these teachings our way, this series of teachings on leadership our way, so that you can unleash your leadership potential to affect your followers or members in a positive way, so that there will be growth in the organization. That is what we aim at, bringing this series of leadership teachings your way. So please be part of this. To be part of this, share this video, share this broadcast to every of your social handles as much as you can do. And God will bless you for transforming leaders. That is what we aim to achieve. Let us transform leaders. Let leaders know most of people are just leading without having the knowledge of what leadership is all about. And that is what we are bringing. New Hope Outreach Ministries International, via Bless Our broadcast, we will bring you leadership teachings that will correct the leadership errors. Don't forget, you have a choice to be a good leader or to be a bad leader. That you are a leader doesn't mean you should be domineering or you should be all and all. No, you can be a good leader or you can be a bad leader. But I will advise, choose to be a good leader. You can choose from all these types of leadership, combine them, and know the one you are going to use to make you an excellent leader. That is what we are striving on, bringing these teachings our way. Please do good to always follow these teachings, and God will bless you. All right, before I conclude this the broadcast, I'm still on the book Experiencing God's Best. Experiencing God's Best. This is my first book launched. This is my first book launch. This book was launched in the month of May 2025. It's my first book, and I'm soliciting for collaboration from people out there. God has blessed you, and you want this book to be reprinted. That is the vision. That is the vision of New Hope Outreach Ministries International. We want this book to get to as many as possible. This is a masterpiece, a transformative, book that will let you experience God's best. All what we have here is how you can experience God's best. Listen to me. The best God has for you. Sitting for collaboration, for your support, for donors to print this book. We want to reprint this book. There are some places I go to minister in rural area in different countries, and they can't afford to buy this book. They can't afford it. Please, with your good heart, with your support of printing 100 copies, 200 copies, 500 copies, 1,000,000 copies, please, this book will get to people, if not at a minimal rate, free of charge. Free of charge. We'll do that. We'll do that. But with your support, we'll be able to achieve that. Please, help us share this video. Help us solicit for funds so that we will be able to print more of Experiencing God's Best. God bless you. And it's still open for launch. If you want to launch, please DM me. And if you want to support in reprinting, please DM me so that we can talk about that, we can discuss on it. Thank you very much. God bless you. It is my desire that everyone there experience God's best. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you for your donors. Those that have been supporting, I appreciate you. I use this platform to appreciate you all. Thank you for being part of New Hope Outreach Ministries International. And thank you for being part of this broadcast, Unleashing Leadership Style, Unleashing Leadership Potentials. Thank you very much, and God bless you. I remain your friend, your host and anchor, Apostle Ambassador John Oniri. I come your way next week, Saturday, 9 a.m. Nigeria time. Please make it a date, and thank you for your comment. Please hit the comment section. Tell me, let us know the type of leadership style you wish to adopt, and which type of leadership style you want your leader to be. Hit the comment section and let us have that discussion over there. The type of a leader you will like to be. If you're a leader, which type of leadership will you like to adopt? Thank you very much. God bless you. Watch out for other of New Hope Outreach Ministries broadcast the rabbi's table comes our way on Zoom, notification will be sent out, and then the dew of heaven comes up every first day of every new month, because our tree is there to produce that fruit of the month, and we navigate the days of the new month by prayers. That's dew of heaven. Thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. I remain sincerely yours. I love you, but let me let you know that Jesus loves you more. Thank you for being part of this broadcast.